Alright, here we are drafting the vintage cube. Opening some sweet things. Soul Ring, ooh geez. Soul Ring, Mock Sapphire, Channel, Jace, some other fun things in Soulfire Grandmaster and Whisperwood Elemental. Vampiric Tutor is great. God, this pack is stacked. Obviously Soulfire and Whisperwood are way down in the power level, but definitely taking pack one, pick one Soul Ring here. The Mock Sapphire is really tempting, especially because I love blue, but the power level of Soul Ring is just too hard to pass up here. Obviously Golgari Signet is great, Baleful Strix is great. We could try and live the dream and channel Emrakul or something, and I'm sure our opponent's to the left is gonna wonder what we took out of this pack, but I think Soul Ring is right here. Okay, so here we've got opportunity to pick up a Worn Power Stone. Balance is a maybe. Coalition Relic is fine. Metamorph is good. It's actually very good. But I think I'm just going to take the Worn Power Stone and continue with this trend. We'll stay fairly open. Yeah, there is an artifacts deck in the cube, so I think that's the direction we're headed here. We'll see though. Okay, so we've got an Inkwell Leviathan as a nice finisher. Selesnya Signet if we want to keep picking up some artifact mana. Young Pyromancer is probably not where this deck wants to be. Path to Exile is really efficient removal. But I haven't been inspired yet. I don't know what I want to go into, so I'm gonna keep taking mana rocks and keep our fingers crossed. Maybe I don't know if Upheaval is still in this cube, but if we can get an Upheaval at some point, that would be phenomenal. Okay, so we could try and go for Brain Freeze here. See if the Super Sweet Storm deck is open. The one thing that's unfortunate about Brain Freeze is that there aren't quite a number of Eldrazi in the deck, so if we go this route, we would definitely want to make sure that we try and pick up Tendrils or some other sweet cards. Alright, so Blightsteel might be exactly what we want. We are ramping quite a bit. We have potential to get a Tinker or something at some point. Not a huge potential, but it is a potential. Genesis Wave with all this mana is also a nice thing to do. Lodestone Golem is fine, but I think I'm just going to go big here. Okay, so continuing that, we could take the Orzhov Signet. We could take the Yogwill, which I think if we do want to keep a possible opening for a Storm deck, the Yogwill is just the best thing for us, obviously. So I think we'll take that. This Blightsteel is a little awkward right now, considering our only two actual Magic cards that affect the game in any way, shape, or form are not exactly what this wants to be doing. Although having Tinker Blightsteel as an alternate win condition for the Storm deck is not anything to scoff at. Alright, so we get a Cabal Ritual here, which is obviously fantastic for Storm. At some point we want to be picking up cantrips, Ponder, Preordain, things like that. But Cabal Ritual, nice way to ramp. If we do get into a situation where we have to hard cast Blightsteel, ooh, we could take Kozilek. Kozilek's slightly easier to cast than Blightsteel for us, but there is an Imperial Seal. You know, Kozilek is just so nice to draw 7 cards that I think we're going to take this and be happy about it. I'm probably going to regret that later, especially if we do go hard for the ooh, alright, well we picked up a Vamp Tutor, which is even better. So we'll take the Vamp Tutor, and again, hope that we get some sweet stuff to go with all of this. Again, if we end up with the Tinker, we'll probably play the Blightsteel over the Kozilek. If we don't get a Tinker, we'll probably play the Kozilek just because it costs 2 mana less, and it refills our hand, which is really nice. And then if we still want to continue if we have a 12/12 on the battlefield, then we're still not winning, and we want something better than that. And maybe Kozilek is what we want to keep going with Storm. Let's probably take an Edict here. It's unlikely that we need to play it, but you never know. Artifact, creature, or land. Well, we might take the Rishadan Port. See how that goes. Alright, so Sculler or Looter, and I think I'm going to take the Looter here. Grim Tutor or a Lodestone Golem. We'll take the Grim Tutor, sure. And Pithing Needle seems like a fine sideboard card. So this is again a little bit awkward, you know. Would like to see some more stuff to support Storm, some more cantrips. Opening Ancestral Recall would be nice. Is that too much to ask for? Alright, well there's Daze, which is not the worst. Demir Signet is fine. Strip Mine is a great card. Enlightened Tutor could go get us some of our mana rocks, but I think I'm going to take Daze. Is that right? Yeah, Demir Signet's definitely not coming back around. Strip Mine's definitely not coming back around. Enlightened Tutor, there's a small chance that this comes back around. I doubt it. I don't think we really care too much about Pernicious Deed in this particular case. None of those other cards are really all that exciting. Alright, so we've got Gitaxian Probe, Jace Beleren. Electrolyze is good. I mean, Necromancy, we could, if we ever have to discard one of these things, we can even do this at instant speed to get our Blightsteel back when the trigger goes off. I think I'm just going to take the Gitaxian Probe. I really want to take the Jace here, but I just don't think I can afford to turn up a free cantrip spell, since we're so light on card draw. Our Looter's going to go the distance. This is a really awkward deck to play, though. Let's see how this goes. The Vamp Tutor was a nice pickup. I'm a little surprised it wheeled, but good news for us. I mean, all 3 of the tutors were going around late. Imperial Seal, Vampiric Tutor, Grim Tutor. Okay, so we'll take the Turnabout. Turnabout and Dark Ritual in the same pack. We're definitely going to take Turnabout. Cross our fingers and hope this wheels. I mean, let's see. Elish Norn is great. Elspeth is great. Trigon Predator is great. Necrotal Opposition. Somebody's got to have the Opposition deck, I'm sure. And then we've got a Stomping Ground. Mishra's Workshop is an option, but we really don't have any other artifacts, right, that we care about casting. Like, yeah, we can use it to cast a Worn Power Stone, but who cares? We'll take this Turnabout. This card is just unreal. Oh, Time Twister, just what the doctor ordered. Ooh, and LED, Dark Petition, God. Hopefully something wheels out of this pack, and I hope it's Lion the Tide Diamond. Actually, I hope it's Dark Petition, what am I saying? Azorius Signet would also be fine wheeling, but, you know, the likelihood of that happening is exactly 0. But with all the other tutors going around, Dark Petition really only wants to go in the Storm deck, and I don't think anyone else is on the Storm deck. We do really need to pick up a second storm kill spell. I mean, getting a High Tide would be nice with Turnabout. It might let us hard cast some of these guys a little bit easier if we want to do that. But I really would like to have a Tendrils, please. Let's bargain. Fine card. Scroll Rack might be better for us. Take a Scrubland. I think we probably want the Scroll Rack here. Yawgmoth's Bargain is great, but I think if we're casting things like that, we just want to be casting our really big stuff. So yeah, this if we do, again, I don't know the full list. I don't know if High Tide is in this cube, but if it is, then we've got a nice chance of hitting that and just going off with Turnabout. Coaster Portal, what does this do? Carnage or Homage? Carnage gets more votes, sacrifice it, and destroy all non-land permanents. Homage gets more votes, draw a card. That's interesting. It's like a one-sided Howling Mine. I think I'm just gonna take Go for the Throat here. I am gonna need to find a way to kill creatures, so this seems like a good enough way. I mean, I don't have to. If I can get some more quality storm spells, then I can actually just win doing that. But it seems better to just have some other ways of interacting. Okay, take the Abyss. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Ooh. Alright, well, asking you shall receive. Here's High Tide. Gush would be a great card as well, but I think I'm going to take the High Tide. Gifts, ooh, and the Tendrils that we're looking for. Thoughtseize would also be great, but I think the Tendrils are just strictly better here. Gifts Ungiven might be fun, especially given that we have the Yawgmoth, but it's just having 2 potential ways to kill with Storm is way better than having 1 potential way to kill with Storm. Alright, well, Dismember is getting in my deck for sure. What else would be good for us? Do I care about the Murderous Cut? Probably not playing it, but you never know. Ooh, Dark Ritual came back around. Okay, so this is looking good. This is looking good. I do wish we had more draw. Missing out on that Gush was unfortunate, but alright. LED is good, especially if we can do it in response to a Time Twister or something. Temple, sure. Actually, I'll just take this Hellrider because it's probably going to kill me out of nowhere. Westvale Abbey, also sure. Alright, so the white aggressive deck is apparently not being drafted. Well, neither is the red deck with the Hellrider here. Okay, Mox Diamond, Dark Confident, Necropotence. I think it's the Mox Diamond. I can still cast this and tick up Storm. Or I could take a Factor Fiction. Dark Confident would be nice, but it's probably just gonna kill us out of nowhere. Necropotence also would be fine if, you know, there weren't a few aggressive decks in this cube. So I'll take the Mox Diamond. Here we could take the Gilded Lotus and just keep going for more mana. We could take a Nev Disc to just reset things, or I think what I like here is taking a Tasigur for the sideboard. Game 1 we can play out our plan, and then game 2 we could bring in Tasigur and maybe some more of our removal. Ancestral Vision. That is a big game. Other possibilities here, Disfigure is fine. Hangerback Walker is a card that we can cast for 0 mana to tick up Storm, but definitely take Ancestral Visions. Smokestack, it's fun. Quicken is a cantrip, and I do have like Grim Tutor or Tendrils that I could potentially, or Time Twister. Ooh, Time Twister might end of my opponent's turn. Game. And here's Ponder. Ponder's great. Ponder is great. Ooh, they put Limbala in, the new Limbala. Fun. Mental Misstep would be a card we could put in this deck, but probably not one that we want to. Chrome Mox seems good, or we could take a Temple. But given that we have the High Tide, I think I just want to be playing as many islands as humanly possible. So I'll take the Chrome Mox. We did it! Tinker! Alright. Okay, so now we have several plans. Oh, I'm gonna go people. Jeez. But I think I'll take the Time Spiral here. Yeah, Time Spiral seems great. Alright, so we have a pretty solid deck here. I think that I'm gonna take some of these things out. I don't really care about them so much game 1. They're just there to kind of hedge our bets a little bit. I'll probably take out this Dismember. Game 1, I think we're just going to try and go as fast as possible. And just do the minimal amount of interaction as we can. And then game, if we need to, we can board into our Tasigur plan. Although I'm not sure how good that actually is either. It might be better just to stick with this plan. With the Chrome Mox and the Mox Diamond. The Mox Diamond makes me want to run more lands, the Chrome Mox makes me want to run less lands. I'm not entirely sure which is correct. Maybe it's best to not play the Chrome Mox. I could just play the Mox Diamond. Yeah, I think that's fine. Could also not play this Signet. Yeah, the Signet plan is not I think ideal. Worn Power Stone even is not the best. Could try and jam Tezzeret in here, or Sphinx for a second Tinker target. Wow, all of these things came back to us. Dark Confident also might be fine. but I think I'm going to take the Sphinx. And I'll take a V-click. And we'll take... Sure, I don't want to just die out of nowhere to this thing. Taking the Storm Breath Dragon. Card is gas. I could play the V-click. Play the Chrome Mox. Play this thing. Alright, Desecration Demon is also a fine sideboard card if we just want to get out of the Alright, well Thalia's very good against us, so we'll take that. Yeah, so if we want to get out of the plan of storming our opponents out, we can always board in to something more generic, but this is just no fun, you know? It's just bad. And so game one, I probably just want to have the Blightsteel in there. And then I think I will play the Worn Power Stone. Oops. I think I will play the Worn Power Stone. And I want to play the Signet. Play the Signet over the Scroll Rack. The Scroll Rack seems good, especially... Nah. Go keep the Scroll Rack, keep the Power Stone. I could bring the Port in if I play against a control deck. I think I do want the Signet, because, I mean, the faster they can get to 6 mana to Time Spiral, the better. I think I'm going to take out the Chrome Mox to do it. We'll play 16 lands with the Mox Diamond. Seems good. Seems good. 9 islands, 7 swamps. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright. You know, like I said, we've got some solid sideboard choices. If we run up against creature decks, we could play some of these, like, little removal spells, maybe even a Bone Shredder. Could even play a Murderous Cut if we wanted to, although having the Yogg-Will makes it a little bit sad to have to exile our stuff, but same thing with Tasigur. But I think that this is good. The deck seems pretty sweet. Alright, so let's see how this goes in round 1.